Sitting just like so. Okay, back. Part two, part two, part two. I'm back. Part two. All right. Uh Now this is very thin. I'm about ready to ditch this hat. Okay, now this is very thin. I don't know. I get nervous. Okay. Now we can go ahead and whew, that's a tight fit, but a good fit nevertheless. Spark plug replacement on a Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.6. Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.6 simple dimple spark plug replacement. And is this the same threads? These don't look that bad. Oh, but these are the OEM ones. These are the OEM Champion brand, and we're replacing it with, and honestly, I've never heard of these NGK G Power. Can anybody fill me in on G Power? I don't know what the heck that is. I've never seen these before. Hopefully they're good. I'm used to the Iridium. And whenever you're doing spark plugs, always get a locking freaking extension, because on this 3.6 Pentastar, it's very tight. So if this thing comes off and it gets stuck in there, oh my God, that's terrible. Mr. Brody, welcome to the stream. Need me to do it? I will clean up the engine. No, I got it for the most part. So far, everything is going how it's supposed to. So far. So far, so good. Thank you for asking. I'm in Houston. All right, then of course, always want to thread these by hand going in first. And is my sound good? I got a new mic. Um, I got a new mic that I got off of TikTok, and I'm not sure on the quality. So let me know if the sound is good. All right, in we go. I'm gonna do it by hand, slowly. Doing it by feel. It's going in nice and smooth. I don't feel anything cross-threading. Feels good, feels good. Okay, feels good. This Jeep is at 102,000 miles. 102,000 miles. So this is this Jeep's first spark plug replacement. So he's right on time as far as the service intervals. Okay. Okay. And this is a really tight fit inside this borehole. So these locking extensions are godsend. G Power or NGK Platinum. Are you outside? What's the temperature there? Pretty freaking hot. Okay, so the NGK G Power, these are the premium ones. It sounds like. Okay, I wasn't sure. I just personally never seen them before. All right, so we are done with cylinder one. That's a wrap. Let's move on to uh, cylinder number three, and let's take off the ignition coil. And we can do this with our power. Oh, I'm starting to get stuff all over the place. I need to slow down and recalibrate here. And again, I am just hoping and praying that these rubber ignition coil, the boots are not like stuck in there and start breaking apart as I pull these out. That is just gonna just destroy my evening. But this is already pretty loose right now, so I'm pretty sure we're good. Let's go ahead and get this out. Please come out in one piece. All right, perfect, perfect. See what I mean by the rubber? I'm working on a 3.6. I'm working on a 3.6 Pentastar. We're doing ignition spark plug replacement. He was having a misfire on cylinder number 5, which is this one here, but it was a stored code. Now, I didn't really do a diagnostic or anything on this vehicle. He didn't want to do that. He just wanted to do a quote unquote tune up. So I'm just replacing parts today. But if it's still misfiring and all that, then I'll do like a real diagnostic. The only thing is this way in Katy, Texas, which is kind of far from me, but this is this vehicle's first spark plug replacement. We're at 102,000 miles. So he was due up for service. And these spark plugs have never been replaced because these are still the OEM champion plugs. So that is how I know these are the originals. Who's smart? Who can tell me how this engine is running based off of this plug? Who can tell me how this engine is running based on this plug here? If y'all can see that. Who can tell me how this engine is running? Anybody, anybody? He said I would do a quick check. Yeah, that's what I'm doing as well. Just take a peek inside the cylinder. Yeah. I mean, I got a bore scope and all this stuff in the trunk, but it's Sunday and I'm not really doing a full-fledged diagnostic. Now on cylinder 5, I will. But everybody else, and again, I always love to use the locking extensions when I'm doing spark plugs, because I do not want to get this spark plug socket stuck in the tube. No, thank you. I got 99 problems, but that ain't gonna be one. Y'all can tell I'm from Texas. Ain't gonna be. That ain't gonna be one. All right. And the foot-pounds for this, I want to say these are torqued to like 16 foot-pound. But I'm just doing them by good old hand. And that looks good. And again, for this 3.6 Pentastar, the passenger side is bank 1, driver side is bank 2. Again, you can quickly tell which bank you're on by whichever bank is sticking out more than the other. So this side here is sticking out about this much more than the other one. So that tells me that this is bank 1. All right, so this is cylinder 5 here, our problem child, the one with the code. So let's see. Let's see what we get. And hopefully we don't get a surprise. I don't want that. Thank you guys for watching. Give a like and subscribe for more live streams. More live streams all summer. We're knocking out jobs left and right. And you don't know what job I might get next. It may be a brake job, maybe a water pump, broken bolt extraction, whatever. Whatever rings my line and it's something within my capabilities, I'll do it. All right. Please don't be stuck or broken. Good. So this was our problem child. What vehicle is he grinding at? Kind of blurry. Yeah, I'm kind of in the country a little bit. But this is a 3.6 Pentastar Jeep Grand Cherokee. Just a simple tune-up. And I replaced the auxiliary battery, but just a simple tune-up. The customer had a stored code for a misfire on cylinder 5, which is this one here. And it's got a spark plug in it. Yeah, it's got a spark plug in it. I don't think it's broken, but let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's see what's going on here. Let's make sure this extension is locked. This one may be too big. I don't have much room to work with. All right, this extension is too big, but no problem. I have another locking extension. And I'm serious about my locking extensions. I will not do a spark plug job if I don't have locking extensions. I'm not gonna do it. I do not want the problem of getting no. Where's my short one? Oh, tisk tisk. Oh, but I seem to be missing one. No problem. I have this one. It came in a set at Harbor Freight, of course. And before I jam it in there, I always double check to make sure that it's locking. Double check, triple check. Because this tube is very thin on here. They don't give you much room to work with. And how's the view? It's kind of shady, but you still see the view there. Oh, good. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Very good. Very good. Oh, let's see. That was in there very loose. Oh, I think we found our misfire. That was like not even on there. Unless I'm not on the plug. Let's see. Oh, I think that was our problem. The spark plug backed itself out. I think. Let's see. Maybe I'm not on the plug. Let's see. Bear with me. I'm gonna block the view for a second. All right. Oh, what's going on here now? Let's see. We got something going on here. It's like I can't catch it or something. Okay, there we go. I think I was not okay. False alarm. I was not on the boot all the way. I was being a little too tender-handed and I didn't have the rubber on the boot. I believe we're on there now. Let's see. Unless I came back off here. What is going on here? Okay. All right. Here is our spark plug from this one. You're chasing a misfire, took this kind of loose plug. I'm not sure it was loose, Boneyard. DG, especially with a borescope. You know what? let's not be a lazy parts changer. Let's go ahead and stick that bore scope in there and see. It'll literally take me 30 seconds. Quit being a lazy scumbag and actually do some real work. Okay, let's see what we got. Looks clean. Doesn't seem to be burning coolant. Let's do one more pass. Uh, no, the piston is not shining clean, so it's not burning coolant in that scope or in that cylinder. So I think maybe the what do you call it? The fuel injector may have momentarily cut out, maybe making it misfire. I don't know. We'll see what happens whenever I start this engine back up. But we got to keep moving here. Okay. All right, down we go. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Más lento, threaded by hand always. Man, it would take a real bold person to just go in there with a electric ratchet and just send it home. That'd be reckless and crazy. That person may have to get a psychological assessment. All right, so tighten that up a little bit. A little bit tighter, tighter, tighter. We'll do 3 more clicks. 1, 2, 3. Good. I'm confident with that. All right, so we are done with bank 1. And where's my coil? I am going to not hook it back up just yet, but I'm gonna just throw it back in there. And that is how I know that I've completed this side. Whenever I do spark plugs, once I do that cylinder, I'll keep it unplugged as my note to myself that that one is done. Okay, moving on to bank 2. Bank 2. It's got this silly bracket in the way. I think on my vehicle, I took it out and just kept it off, but this is not my vehicle. All right, let's take this, and let's take that. All right, let's transfer our holder. Thanks for watching, folks. This is Just Fix It Already. I'm doing a simple spark plug replacement on a 3.6 Pentastar. Just a simple tune-up. I'm gonna clean off the throttle body as well. Clean off the map sensor, the intake air temperature sensor as well, as part of the quote-unquote tune-up. All right, so again, let's hope these come out and nothing is stuck or broken. Please, please, please. Uh-oh, don't fight me, but we got it. Came out nice and easy. Perfect, thank you. All right, let's see, do I want to use the long one or the short one? Where'd my tools go? Right here. Let's use the long one. And again, folks, you're getting an inside view of when you take your car to the shop. You're getting a live first-person view of mechanic work. Oh, now I wish the customer would have not backed the car in because I'm in the sun. Yeah, I gotta fix my sunshade. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're watching me talk to myself and turn some wrenches. Thanks for watching. I'm also making sure that these cylinders are not full of oil, which, you know, that would indicate a valve cover leak. But generally, these Pentastars, they do pretty good at not leaking. Generally, especially at 102,000 miles, nah, should not be leaking. Now, this is the Gen, what is this? This is the Gen 3 Pentastar. And the Gen 3 is the latest one. They fixed the there we go. They fixed the rocker arms to where they don't fail like they used to. Did some additional redesigns. Unfortunately, they're still using that same plastic oil filter housing and aluminum one. Shame on them for doing that, but fine by me. That's more business for me. Because like I said earlier, it's not a matter of if it leaks, it's a matter of when it leaks. And if you want more information on that, check my channel. I actually broke down the anatomy of these oil filter housings and where they leak from. It's actually a pretty good video. So if you want more information on where and why these 3.6 Pentastars leak, check my channel. It's called Mechanic Anatomy. And I do a deep dive on the oil filter housing. Pretty good video. All right. This plug looks pretty good. I don't see nothing crazy. For you car guys, what can you tell me about the health of this engine based on how this plug looks? Looks pretty standard for me. Looks on track for 102,000 miles. Not bad at all. Looks normal. Everything is WNL, within normal limits. And out with the in, out with the in, out with the old, in with the new. And again, I'm double checking, triple checking, making sure that my locking extension is working and it's locking my socket to the darn extension. Because again, I've said it several times now, I do not want this socket to come off of this extension in this spark plug tube. And again, I'm starting this by hand. Everything feels nice and normal. No cross threading. Very good. Very minimal resistance. Easy peasy. Let's cut this to on and let's tighten it up. Good. 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 Okay. Again, I'm doing it by feel. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm satisfied that that's in there. Very good. Let's move on. And I'm going to throw this back on there, but I'm not going to plug it up or plug it back in, so I know that this one is done already. Now let's move on to cylinder cylinder 4 here. Cylinder 4. Let's crack this loose. I'm gonna have to ask him where he's from, because this car did not or has not been driven around here in Houston, because Texas cars don't get rust like this on the pulleys and all this stuff. Okay, please come out in one piece. Very good. Very good, very good. Easy peasy. What car are you working on? I'm working on a Jeep 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 3.6 liter Pentastar spark plug replacement is what I'm doing. Mr. Negro says no torque. I'm assuming you mean torque wrench. And I am torquing by hand using a very methodical method to make sure I'm as close as possible to what should be 16 foot-pounds of torque. Now, does that make me a hack or not? Eh. Call it what you want. But I know for a fact that these are not gonna come loose. And as you see, I keep pulling this and checking and double checking. That's how you know I'm serious about not wanting this thing to come off in this cylinder. It's almost a paranoia, you'd say. All right, let's crack this loose. All right. Okay. Okay. Very good. Now for cylinder 6, it does have this this bracket in the way, and you cannot go around it. So I'm gonna have to take the bracket off to get access to this cylinder 6 last spark plug. And yes, I'm gonna put it back. Whoa. Ah, sheesh. Working on cars is awesome and shitty at the exact same time. You said it, man. You said it. That sums it up exactly correct. Oh, I wish the customer would have backed in or not backed in. Ah. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. It's a little bit windy, but honestly, maybe I prefer this wind as opposed to just raw heat. And I'm using this umbrella to so the phone doesn't overheat. To put your plug back on, do you use a torque wrench? Are you using a torque wrench? No. Let me show you the method I'm using to guesstimate 16 foot-pounds of torque. Let me show you the method, okay? But first, let's take this one out. Here we go. And this plug looks pretty good. I don't see any oil in the spark plug tube, so we're good on that. But for what's his name? For Mr. Carlos, stick around. Let me show you my method. Let me show you my method. All right. Okay. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, you can see. All right. Again, I'm double checking. All right, so I'm gonna stick this in very slowly. Go down, go down, go down. I just felt to where it seems like I'm lined up perfectly, but I'm gonna go very slow, make sure I'm not cross-threading. Feels good. I don't have any abnormal resistance. It's going smooth, smooth, smooth. So I'm gonna twist this all the way. I'm gonna twist this by hand all the way until it stops. Now, right off the rip, when it stops, that's about five foot-pounds of torque right there that I'm doing with my hands. All right, so that's 5 right there. All right. Now we're gonna pull out 3/8 inch wrench. Let me get connected here. And now I'm gonna spin this until it starts to get very, very hard. All right, so flowing pretty easy, easy, easy. All right, so now it's hard for me to do. I have to put physical force on it. All right, so I use a system of 3 clicks. All right. So I'm gonna spin it maybe 10 degrees. I'm gonna do that 3 times to make 30 degrees. All right, so I'm about to move it 10 degrees clockwise. So 1, bring this back a little bit. 2, one more time. 3. All right. So I've just put 30 degrees of torque on here. So I'm gonna do an additional 2 more times for 10 degrees of torque, 2 more times. So I'm gonna add another 20 degrees of torque. All right, so 1, 2. All right. That's tight. Now that's how I do it. That's my method. That might have looked like a bunch of gibberish nonsense to you. I understand, but that's the method that I do. It's worked for me. I've never had a customer call me and say, "Hey, I'm having a misfire after this spark plug you just put in. So that's my method if I'm gonna not use a torque wrench. 10 degrees for three times. I call it 3 clicks, and then another 2 times. All right, that is the just fix it already method. I've never had any issues. It's been all good. All right, let's get this last spark plug out of here. And this big old bracket is in the way. Ah, what a shame. This is plastic, so I don't want to break. I don't want to break this. Okay, that is out of the way. And there's 2 bolts that's holding this on here. Two 10 millimeters. So I'm going to use my specialty sockets for this one. I will use my Astro Pneumatic, the swivel sockets. These things are a absolute beast. Name a car for an edit. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm doing a 3.6 Pentastar right now. I'm not sure what an edit is. All right, let's see if I can snake this in here. Perfect. Now this breather hose here is cracked, and whoever did it fixed it with duct tape. Now he says the last people to touch this car was the dealership. So there's a very good chance the dealership broke this hose and just fixed it up with duct tape, which is crazy because it seems like they can just go grab another hose off the shelf. I'm not sure if it works like that, but actually, yeah, who knows? I don't know. Probably was the dealership. But it seems they at least would have recommended him to buy the hose and say, hey, this hose broke. You know, you got to have it for your engine. Would you like to buy another one? Oh, bro. Thanks for watching, folks. You guys could be anywhere in the world on this Sunday evening, but you are watching me turn some wrenches. So I appreciate you sticking by. This dang wind is picking up. This freaking thing. You fucker. All right, this bracket. Actually, I just have it loose, so maybe I can just spin it out of the way, maybe. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh. Damn, the sun is like right in the way. Fucking thing. All right, so be it. If the phone overheats, it overheats, folks. But this umbrella is toast. Toasties. I don't want to mess the view up. I guess that was the best view you can get. Right here. I have a 1967 Chrysler Newport. Ooh. An antique. How much torque should I use on my Chrysler. Should be 16 foot-pounds, but honestly, just do it by hand. You know, trust your mechanic instincts. Just don't put too much on it. I'm starting to get parts and shit everywhere. That means I'm ready to be done. All right, can this go by hand? Come on. I didn't want to take this bracket all the way off, but looks like I'm gonna have to. Man, them electric cars sound so weird. They have like a angelic hum. Okay. Let's keep. All right. Last plug. This is cylinder 6. We are rocking and rolling. Again, if the phone overheats, give me a subscribe. I will do part 3 as soon as the phone cools back down, but it may overheat. Let's see if this is gonna come out without breaking. I think it will come out smoothly. Yes. All right. All 6 of them came right out. Perfect. I have a little click noise, like it's the rocker arm or the manifold has a little leak. Yeah, you probably have that the infamous the 3.6 tick for sure. What year? What year? What year is your vehicle? I think you said it already. Two. You have the Gen 1, the first generation 3.6. Yeah, that's when the rocker arms were total garbage. The bearing on them goes out. So yeah, yes sir, you will need to get that fixed. All right, let's get this out. I'm ready to be done. 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 Done and done. Yep, bingo. Very good. For you engine folks who can tell me the health of this engine based on this plug. Right. Okay. All right, last one. Where's my box? Here we go. And I'm starting to accumulate trash, so I'm gonna make sure I pick up every last piece of trash that I accumulate here. What's the scout motto, the Boy Scout motto? Keep it cleaner than when you found it. That's that Eagle Scout. And yes, I am an Eagle Scout. Shout out to the Boy Scouts of America. Anyway, all right, let's start this by hand. Feels good, no resistance. I'm gonna use my 3-click method, the just fix it already method. put this bad boy back together and be done. Collect the cash and get out of here. All right. Twist it till it stops. All right, I got resistance. All right, so 10 degrees. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then twice more. 1, 2. All right. Yep. I'm confident that that is in there perfectly good. All right. Now I'm clear to start plugging these back up. And now we are done with part 2. We are now ready to move into part 3, which is the reassembly phase. All right. We are now done with part 2. Let's move on to part 3, which is the assembly phase. God, it's so okay. We are ready for the assembly phase. Okay. It's a busy little neighborhood over here. Now, whenever I'm reassembling for the connectors and all that stuff, I always double check, triple check, make sure that my connectors are firmly in, because if you don't hear a click, then you're not doing it right. And I'm going to use the 1/4-inch drive. Oh, shout out to Harbor Freight. Shout out to Harbor Freight. So I'm going to use the 1/4-inch drive to finish the job here. If I can find my 10mm socket, where's that at? Ah, frick, the longer these jobs go, I start losing stuff. Where is the 10? Where is the 10? Where's the 10? Paging 10mm socket. Paging 10mm socket. Where are you? Ah, shit. I done lost the 10. Isn't that a joke? Where is the 10? Ah, see, that's how I know the job is going on for too long, when I start losing sockets. The mental fatigue starts kicking in. Frustration starts to creep up. Where is the 10? Where is the 10? Anywhere, anywhere. All right, bear with me, folks. Let me put the charger on this thing. Okay. My mic's still on. All right. Oh, here it is. Now, where is, okay. All right, got it. We're rocking and rolling. Now it's time for reassembly, which reassembly should take on average about half the time as your disassembly. All right, and I'm just gonna put these in pretty firm. No need to be too tight. For our connector, jam that down, make sure I lock it, give it a little pull, And we're good to go. Let's put that little bracket back on. Even though I'm very tempted to not. But this is not my vehicle, so I cannot take shortcuts like that. And plus, it only takes a minute and a half to put back on. So anything else would just be laziness on my part. And we have moved into part 3, which is the reassembly phase. So to recap, we just did a full spark plug replacement on this 3.6 liter Pentastar. We just did a full spark plug replacement. One, he was having a cylinder 5 misfire that went away on its own. And two, as part of his 100,000 mile service. When we start the car back up, we will see if we are still having misfires, even though when I first got here, the car was not having misfires. That misfire on cylinder 4 was a stored code. So who knows when that misfire occurred. And for what reason, we don't know. All right, that's cylinder 6. Cylinder 4, for the connector, I heard an audible click, so I know I'm in there. Let me lock it down, give it a tug. We're not going anywhere. Good. And let's get her done. But for the reassembly, you cannot get too comfortable and start going too fast, because then that's how mistakes get made. So yes, this is faster than de-assembly, but we're not going to go too fast where we're just running through it making mistakes. All right, that's what I don't want to happen. Okay, your engine might be knocking because you are low on oil. Mr. Slate Chain, this is a yeah, pretty much a tune-up, pretty much, basically, yeah. Simple tune-up spark plug replacement, which I'm a new age mechanic, but from what I understand, a tune-up back in the day was like like a lot of, like, not this, it was like a whole different thing. But nowadays when people call me and ask for a tune-up, a lot of times even the customer is not quite sure what a tune-up is. So I'll usually just say, hey, a tune-up is a spark plug replacement, and then maybe clean your throttle body and your mass airflow sensor, or your manifold pressure sensor, your air intake sensor, stuff like that. But mostly your tune-up is just going to be a simple spark plug replacement. All right, so bank 2 is all buttoned up. I'm going to double check, triple check, quadruple check. So I'm going to shake this around nice and firm, no excessive play. My connectors are locked down, and I'm firmly pulling up on them. They're not loose. They're not going to come back, or they're not going to come out. So good. I am confident that bank 2 is good. Let's move back over to bank 1 and get that sealed up. Let's move back over to bank 1. And I'm just going to do the same process that you just seen. All right. All right. Firm, firm, firm. Okay, good. Now this EGR may be a little tricky to put back on, but we'll see. Okay, good. Our connector. I heard my audible click and lock it. I heard another click, so we're good to go. Where are our 2 bolts for this? All right, right here. Bear with me, folks. Okay. All right, good. We're not cross-threading. It's going in smoothly. Let's tighten that up. Now here I could be using the electric ratchet, but usually on reassembly, I like to use hand tools. I don't like using electric on reassembly. Personal preference. All right, that's good. We'll give it a shake, not loose. And our connector, we should hear 1 click. Heard it, okay. And then 1 more click to lock. Let's see. All right. Just lost the spark plug. But 1 click, and there's our other click. There we go. Our last one. And then usually I also like to line up the spark plugs to make sure that I put back in exactly what I took out. All right, let's run that down. Cylinder 1. 1, good, good, good. All right, good. And we should hear our 2 clicks for our connector. Let's see if we can get our 2 clicks. 1, 2. All right, very good. All right, how's it going? I'm good. Okay. What now? Let's go ahead and put our foam connector back on for 1. We don't want to forget this, which is a dampener. And let's go ahead and put our manifold back on. Carefully, of course. All right, make some space and let's get our manifold and let's keep it rocking. This part may be a little frustrating, but let's see what we got. And let me tell you, this is a ugly manifold. It's like a big freaking turtle shell. Ugly son of a gun. But it's not a beauty contest, so who cares? All right, now the trick for this intake manifold, let's make sure all of our, if we can, our bolts are in the up position so they don't get snagged on anything. Don't forget about this one in the back. This one has to stay down because there's no space there, but these, I think this one has to stay up and this one has to stay up. Actually, there's a trick that I did last time. And Blue Collar Garage taught or showed me this trick for this back bolt here. You put a zip tie on it, that way you can easily lift it. and it should be fairly simple to take off. All right. I'm also gonna check the intake manifold gaskets, make sure those look straight. How many 10 millimeters have you been through? Hello, I'm a DIY guy. I rarely take truck in. I upgrade all my coil packs with Dragon Fire coil. Good work. Honestly, I don't really be losing stuff like that. I just get in the moment and lose it temporarily during the job. But no, I keep track of 100% of all my sockets, tools, everything. But yes, I will lose it momentarily on a job. But no, so I've been through maybe two 10 millimeters. All right, so let's see. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Let's because y'all are kind of in the way. Let's put you right here. You still get a good spectacular view. And okay, let's put you right there. Can you see? All right, it's the tricky part. Now, I want to make sure I don't have any connectors that are going to get hung up or caught up. These plastic tubes. But before I put this on, let me just double check, triple check my work before I put this back on. So my isolator is here. All of my intake manifold gaskets are good. All of my coils are good and tight. Everything is back plugged in. My bracket that I messed with is tight. This is good. On the side that gets covered with the intake manifold, these connectors are in there nice and firm. They are in the locked position. The 10 millimeter bolt is firm. Nothing is loose. Nothing is broken. So I am comfortable putting this big old manifold back on. Let me make sure my wires are not going to be in the way. And let's use a little finesse and let's get this bad boy on there. All right. And this bracket, whatever. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. All right. Let's lift this up. And I'm not too worried about the plastic on these because they're not super brittle and crazy. So that's okay there. All right, gently, gently. We want to be very gentle. I don't want to snag anything. So remember, this bolt here is a tricky one. So let's lift that up using this little zip tie that I made. But I don't think it's going to hold. No, it's not. Okay, okay. All right. Sheesh, this is where another hand comes in. So let's do that. This is tricky. Fuck. All right. Excuse my language, folks. This is gonna be tricky. Shit. It's gonna be tricky. What am I getting caught up on? All right. Okay. Gently, gently. Frick. Okay. All right. That one went down. What are we catching on? Okay. Gently, gently. This is where extreme patience comes in. I'm not in a rush. I don't want to break anything. Be gentle. I'm going to look down. Make sure nothing is getting snagged or bent. I think I'm okay there. Okay, let's lift. Let's line this up. Get that out of the way. And I'm caught up on something. Let's pull this up. Maybe I'm caught on this. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, what's going on? Okay, mostly there, but it should naturally sit down. It should naturally sit. We're snagged up somewhere still. Let's move our EGR out of the way. Okay. All right. I think that is it. I think. Let's double check that this bracket is lined up over here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. That wasn't as crazy as I remember. Okay, that's sitting naturally. So I believe that's it. Yeah, we're on. We're lined up. Well, maybe not. Okay. And then there's this hidden bolt here in the back that has given me problems in the past, but I think we're good. Excellent. All right, now we can't forget about our EGR device. I'm drawing a blank on exactly what this thing is called. And yes, it is dirty, but there's no point in cleaning it because all that exhaust gas is just gonna suck right back through there. So there's no point. So let's see. For this, we can bring y'all in. Switch the swag up over here. Okay. Now this hose is very brittle, and I would hate to break this hose. Not quite. Okay. And there is an O-ring that's on there. My O-ring is still connected, so I do not want to break this hose off here. And yes, there are bolts that go on it, but is this gonna be a pain in the ass? This is just a dry run because I do got to put the bolts back. No. And I'm forgetting which way, if this goes like this or like that. I'm forgetting. should have marked it. I should have marked it. Damn it. Not quite. It's always got to be some piece that's a pain in the ass to do. And I didn't mark it. Silly me. Silly me. Why didn't I mark it? Come on, Jay, you didn't mark it, dude. Now look at you. Sheesh. But you know what? No problem. I actually have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so I'm just going to refer to my own vehicle to know if this is supposed to sit up top or if this side is supposed to sit up top, because I was dumb and didn't mark it. So I'll be right back. Let me go look at my whip and see what the situation is saying. Let's see. All right, so for mine, for mine, okay. It's always got to be some aspect of the job that freaking trips you up and slows your time down. Always. Always something, man. I was doing really good on time. Really good until this. And on my vehicle, it's so much stuff in the way I can't tell. I cannot tell. Break, man. Okay. How about I do this? How about I calm down? How about I calm down? Just calm down. Calm it down. Because that's how mistakes get made. Calm it down, bring the tone down a little bit. It's all good. Relax. But maybe next Grand Cherokee I may try and just pull the hose off. Because this is kind of foobar here. Okay. Okay, make sure I'm not bending nothing up. All right. this is the tricky part. Okay, let's see. Let's tighten that back up and it should adjust on itself. And we can keep moving here. If I remember correct, it's gonna adjust itself. Oh, we don't want to go that way. We want to go to on. This is a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Simple tune-up, spark plug replacement. Or at least what I thought was gonna be simple. And to my pleasant surprise, actually it is going pretty simple. Or not simple, but smooth. All right, now I'm hoping this is gonna, I may have to pry this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and plug this back in here. May not be able to reach it later. Make sure we're still lined up at the bottom. Yes, sir. Okay. And I am screwing this into plastic, so I gotta be real careful, of course. All right, let's get the top. What is this? Yeah, that's fine there. See, and this is also I like to use hand tools for this because I don't want to just He-Man it in there. Okay, look at that. It pulled itself back. See, I don't remember this part on my vehicles. Wait, what? Where's the? Okay. All right, so that's as far back as it'll sit. We bottomed out. Now there is a 10mm nut that goes on there too. But what I'm hoping is this is gonna sit back some, sink itself back. Have we bottomed out over here? Just about. But this, okay, there we go. So I think I'm gonna have to pry that up just a hair with my Lyle Tools pocket screwdriver. It's a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Like the stream, folks. Okay. Okay, I think that'll do. Okay. Again, we're going metal into plastic, so we don't want to go too tight. That should be good. Metal into plastic, so we don't want to go crazy here. Good. And one more here at the bottom. Okay. And let's see what our, I think this is an 8mm, what our 8mm nut has to say about it. And I'm expecting this to snug itself right up, is what I'm hoping for. Let's see. Because this will be a good vacuum leak if not. But I believe it will. And let's see. You know, And then this bracket too. All right, I'll do that bracket here in a second. Okay. Y'all seen the results. I want this to to mate evenly now. Let's see. It should kiss itself right up. Okay. That's not all the way, but let's see. There should be no space. And it should evenly line itself up. Okay, and there's one more nut here at the bottom. Apply evenly. Who in the chat can help me with the name of this piece? I know it's the EGR, but I'm forgetting the name of this piece. It's not the EGR cooler because that's right over here. I guess it's the EGR valve. Thought it had a fancy name to it, but maybe not. But next time I do a Grand Cherokee, I think I'm gonna try and remove the hose off of here. I think that would make life a little bit easier, but maybe not because I may not be able to clear that section. So maybe not. Maybe not. And bingo, it did exactly what I expected and wanted it to do. We don't want to go too crazy tight. This is a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 3.6 Pentastar engine, simple tune-up. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. And as much as I don't want to, this bracket, simple little bracket, let's put that back on there. ABS. No, it's not the ABS module. Something else. Okay. Let's keep moving, keep moving. No time to celebrate just yet. Keep moving. Make sure this is plugged in. Oh, that's what it was. You gotta. You gotta put the bracket on first and then plug it up. Because there's very little space. Oh, seriously. Oh, come on. I guess I gotta take this whole thing out. That's freaking stupid. Appreciate the views. Go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe. I do live repairs all the time. And who knows what the next repair will be. Could be anything. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. And again, this is metal into plastic, so I don't want to He-Man nothing on here. I don't need to go crazy with it. And here it is. There's this bolt that it goes into. What kind of car is this? This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee 3.6 Pentastar. What am I doing? It's just a simple spark plug replacement. I think for this job, the dealership wants like $1,000 or something crazy for this, to do this. I think they want like $1,000 or $1,200 or something. Because they say, oh, the intake manifold has to come off, which it does, and it's a pain. But it ain't that bad for no $1,000. That is highway robbery. It is starting to get dark, so that means I need to hurry it up. I need to hurry it up. It's getting dark. That means it is time to speed it up a notch. But we still need to be careful and make sure we're doing the right thing. But I can do that and speed it up at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. I'm surprised all these people passing by, nobody's asked me for my card. Usually people ask me for my card when they see me out here working. I guess they must not be impressed with the work. Okay. All right. We should hear a click. Good. Double click. Good, good, good. That sits like that. Good. All right, that's good. Now let's tighten up our intake manifold bolts. Again, I could run them down with the electric ratchet, but I like to do reassembly by hand. Yes, it adds time, but I like to make sure that I am in the right place. Because I know for a fact with this plastic, because there's an upper intake manifold and then a lower intake manifold, and if you're not in the right spot, you're gonna drill right through the lower intake manifold and put a hole in it. How do I know? Go ahead. Somebody asked me how I know. Ah, bingo. I did it to my own vehicle. Yeah. Bingo. Now I am shocked about this blower motor because what I came out here to do, I came out here to reinstall the to install the auxiliary battery, because this Jeep Grand Cherokee has a auxiliary battery and a regular battery. So I was going to install that. I was going to R&R the AC blower motor, and then I was going to do a tune-up as far as spark plugs, throttle body, and cleaning off some sensors. Well, I get here, and any mechanic worth his salt, the first thing you're going to do is, of course, check fuses. So the fuse for this AC blower motor was all burnt up and broken. So I did not replace the AC blower motor, and I just had the customer, while I'm doing this, run over to whatever auto parts store and go pick up a fuse. But I wonder, and this takes a devious person to do this, but I wonder if somebody, because they still want to get paid to replace the AC blower motor, what if somebody, knowing the issue, knowing it's just a fuse, what if they replace the blower motor and say I had some spare fuses of the kind that he needed, and just replace that fuse that was broken, all in the sake of just to get the money to replace the blower motor. Now, yes, I am going to lose out on the money on replacing the blower motor, but it was a fuse. Again, would somebody go ahead and replace a perfectly good AC blower motor and secretly replace the blown fuse, all in an attempt to get paid for replacing that blower motor? Is that right or is that wrong? I would not do that, but I wonder if there's some devious characters that would do that. Which, that's pretty devious. That's pretty bold. I take the honesty route. I'm just gonna tell them, hey, the fuse is your problem. Let's replace the fuse. Now, if the fuse blows up, shortly after replacing this fuse, then we got to do an electrical diagnostic. But I'm not gonna cheat the guy and replace a perfectly good AC blower motor and secretly install a working fuse and say, oh yeah, your AC blower motor was busted, I had to replace it, it was all burned up and fried out. I wonder if there's some unscrupulous mechanics that would do that. That's pretty bold, but I wonder, y'all think somebody would do that? Chat, is somebody bold enough to do that? I was gonna charge him $75 to replace the blower motor for this vehicle. Now, yes, I'm gonna lose out on the $75, and it's pretty easy to install, but I'm in Houston, Texas. Anybody that needs mobile mechanic services in Houston, Texas. Oh, let me get the zip tie off. Ring my line. I come to you. You see how I work. If you like what you see, look me up and shoot me a text. Oops. Hey, okay, I'm ready to be done. I is ready to be done, mine. All right, so our intake manifold is back on. Let's give it a shake. Yep, looks good, nothing is loose. Now there's some bolts missing over on that side, but I inherited the car like that, so I he said the last place that touched this car was the dealership. So the dealership left that bracket off and left them bolts unbolted. Shame on them if this car was at the dealership and they didn't didn't replace it. Almost done. I'm putting the final touches back on it. I am almost done with this bad boy.
The cover is in the trunk. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Definitely appreciate you doing this, man. Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, no problem.
One thing I can say about since I've been out here, this Houston area
Uh-huh.
has been one of the most convenient when it comes to services and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Houston, very diverse. We got what you need. You need a HVAC person, look online, they'll be there. Mobile mechanic, it's 1,000 of us. Easy to find. You need
your reviews,
whatever.
your reviews is what was like. I looked at yours and I seen your reviews. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy right here.
Oh, you seen the review?
Yeah,
You got me on
it was on
Craigslist or
it was
Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I seen the reviews, showed it to my wife, and she was like, man, this guy seemed to be honest. He seemed to be legit.
Yeah.
You are everything that the review said, man.
Oh, word. Look at that. Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What you think? I mean, like 20, 30 minutes?
I'm hoping another because
I mean, I'm not rushing you. I just
probably another 30 minutes.
Okay.
Another 30 minutes. And if you found me on Marketplace, send my profile a few messages.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can rate me and give me a good
Okay.
a good review. After everything is back buttoned up and everything is good. But
Okay.
yeah, I take my reviews very serious. I got a perfect profile on there. I want to keep it that way. But let's make sure the work is good first.
All right, cool. Appreciate you. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll call you.
All right, no problem.
All right. Haha. My customer found me on Facebook Marketplace. I got a perfect profile on Marketplace. I got all 5-star reviews. All 5-star reviews. He said he showed the profile to his wife. They said, we gotta hire this guy. He's got a perfect profile. Everybody loves him. He does a good job. He doesn't rush. He doesn't break shit. He's a nice guy. He's honest. Let's use him. All right, I'm just double checking, triple checking, making sure everything is good to go. There's a little hose that goes into the back. I should hear an audible click. Yep, there's my click. Okay, good. Our map sensor. Plug that in. Click. Double click. Okay. Our throttle body. We should hear a click. Click. Okay. Double click. Good. Let's attach this back like so. What else? Just double check. Oh, let's put our retainer back on here. See that? Let me put my mic back on. See, that makes me happy that he found me on Facebook Marketplace. And him and his wife reviewed my profile and liked what they saw. That makes me feel happy. Frankie, this is not the Hemi. This is just a 3.6 Pentastar. No Hemi. It's just a gasoline, regular, no Hemi. All right, I'm just double checking, making sure everything is tight. Good to go. All my bolts. Let me see that hidden bolt in the back. Let me make sure that that's good. what the customer said. He said, Houston has everything you need, and they were looking for a mobile mechanic. And they found my profile on Facebook Marketplace, and I take my Facebook Marketplace profile very serious. I got all 5-star reviews on there, and they said we gotta hire this guy. Look at all these wonderful reviews he has, and they're real reviews. My mechanic availability is very limited. Only do this a couple days out the week. You got me. You got some good 5-star service. Not a shade tree at all. All right, let's put our purge back on. We are in the final moments. Our purge, let's see. The electrical connector is back here. What's our orientation? Our orientation is like this. Let's see, was that at the top or the bottom? That wants to sit at the bottom, so let's do that at the bottom. Click. Oh, and what I was saying about the blower motor, where is it at? I'll show y'all the fuse that's all burnt out. This fuse is like cooked for the blower motor. Now, why it did that is the question. When I put this new fuse in there and fire the truck up, is it going to do the exact same thing, or is this something that just burnt out over time? And this will require a full electrical diagnostic. I hope not. I really hope not, but we'll see. Because he originally thought his blower motor didn't work, but it was the fuse. Like I said earlier, any mechanic that's worth their salt, the very first thing they do is they're going to check the fuse first. Now, how stupid would I have looked if I went and changed out that AC blower motor, fired the vehicle up, and then the freaking thing's still not working? It's not going to work because the fuse is going out. Duh. You didn't pick the fuse before you did the repair? What kind of rookie are you? You noob. So that's why you always check your fuses first. That's the basics. Check your fuses first. Okay, I think we're done here. We'll fire it up. Let's make sure we don't have any misfires. But y'all know my motto. I double check, triple check, quadruple check, quintuple check. All right, so I'm just gonna visually review, look over. This is tight. See, let me tighten this down. Just make sure everything is good to go. Where is my wrench? Double check, quadruple check, quintuple check, okay? But like I was saying, if you need services in Houston, Texas, look me up on Facebook Marketplace. I would give my number out on the YouTube live, but too many trolls gonna blow me up and harass me, so I don't want to do that. Even though I can appreciate a good trolling, but not on my business line. For serious inquiries only. Serious inquiries only. I do live stream repairs at least once a week, so throw me a subscribe if you like seeing live stream repairs and commentary. I usually do most repairs in 2 to 4 hours. I am not a Speedy Gonzalez mechanic, and I tell my customers that too. If you need the job done quickly, in a hurry, you should probably call someone else, because I don't do rush jobs or hack jobs. If you need something ghetto rigged up, you should probably call someone else, because I don't work like that either. Now, I'm not like an OEM snob and say, oh, I'm not going to do the job unless it's OEM parts. I don't work with AutoZone parts. No, I'm not a snob like that, but if you want me to just rig some shit up with silicone maker and duct tape and all this, I'm going to politely refuse. And you can call the next mobile mechanic, because there's a million of us. So politely call someone else. I'm not the guy for the job. I don't do hack jobs. Nor am I a hack. At least on most days. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I think we're good to fire this bad boy back up. Now, he did not have any check engine lights on before I started this repair, so I'm gonna be real disheartened if we have a check engine light on. We should not, because I'm double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking that everything is tight, everything is as it's supposed to be. See, I didn't have that clicked in all the way. You just saw it live. I did not have that clicked in all the way. That's why I double check, triple check, quadruple check, quintuple check, because that was not in all the way. And that would have triggered a check engine light. So maybe because I'm talking too much, but all right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Let's see this air filter. Woo, dirty. Well, not bad. Not bad. Dirt makes the blower work harder, which adds current, which blows fuses. Oh, so you think the motor is working too hard, making it fry this fuse like this? That's a good point. I'm gonna have to do some research on it later. All right, let's put our intake back on. I'm not sure what the fix for that would be, besides getting what, a whole new fuse box? Ooh-wee. Hopefully the circuit is not damaged. Okay. Make sure we plug in our intake air temperature sensor. We should hear a click, click, click. Okay. Yes, I absolutely love these 3.6 Pentastars. I love them. All-time favorite engine. Thank you guys for watching. You guys could be And I know that's a cliche, but now it fully comes full circle when I hear people say it. You guys could be anywhere in the world watching anybody on your fine Sunday evening, but you are watching this little guy in Houston, Texas turn some wrenches on a Jeep Grand Cherokee. So that is pretty cool, I will say. I'm just starting off this YouTube, so throw me a subscribe. I do live streams. I try at least once a week. You can follow along if you want. I'm ready to fire this bad boy up. Make sure we don't have to check engine lights. I'm ready to go. Oh yeah, let's replace this fuse first too. Oh, you know what? Oh, sheesh. Oh, dang. Oh, sheesh. Crap. This bad boy back up. Fire it up, up, fire up, up. Okay. Yes. All right, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Where's our fuse? This is the fuse we're replacing. Good one and the bad one. Okay, let's start this bad boy. Oh, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Okay. Oh. What push button with key fob to start? Dun, 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 dun. Let's give it 10 seconds. Let's see if that check engine light is gonna flash on. Engine feels good. I don't feel a misfire. No check engine light just yet. Looks like he needs an oil change. My heart is gonna drop if this check engine light flashes on. It's just gonna drop to the floor. I'm not even gonna lie. The anxiety is at a 10 out of 10 right now. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, the anxiety. I'm gonna give it another 20 seconds. Oh, the anxiety. Oh, the AC. Oh, and we got AC. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Just fixed it already. Mobile mechanic services. Looks like we had a successful repair. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Many, many more live streams to come. Still no check engine light. We got a winner for today. Success. Peace out. I'm out.